what is the safest, most effective way to lose body fat? I'm working with a client right now, and he wants to lose 80, 85 pounds. And historically, he's all or none. And so he's like, okay, let's just drop down to 50 grams of carbs or 100, and let's do 4 hours of cardio a day. So the first thing I have to do is say, no. We have these limits. We want to play in between.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's for your long-term stability, we've got to protect your metabolism.
Mm-hmm.
So number one, we have to have enough food. Number two, we have to move. And I like the zeal of somebody who's willing to train harder and more often. And the interesting thing is you really, like I said, need to protect both sides of that equation, because you can overtrain. But as you get further into a diet and you're losing body fat and you've been in a calorie deficit for a few months, you just don't feel like it quite as often. You're not putting quite as much energy into your training. You might just sit on the couch a little bit more. So your non-exercise activity thermogenesis can start to go down.
Mm-hmm.
So I find it very helpful, especially for me, since my day isn't necessarily that active, to train twice a day. And they're brief. I have my weight training session, and then I also, there's some cardio involved in that. But then I also like, at the other end of the day, to throw in another 10 or 15 or 20 minutes of really aggressive cardio, because that just it makes the other half of my day better. I feel better, but it's also elevating my metabolism over the long term much greater than not doing that. And a couple of the things that I think we need to be reminded of are pretty benign. We know these things, but we don't always practice consistency. Like, just make sure you have enough protein, make sure you're drinking enough water. Some of those things really do have a metabolic effect over time.